Have you noticed your eyes growing tired more easily? The words on the morning paper seem the same size, yet you squint to see them. The phone screen that once kept you company for hours now feels harsh, almost burning. Or maybe, as you drive home in the late afternoon, the world looks as if a thin fog has settled over it, everything softer, less sharp than you remember. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. After 70, our eyes begin to weaken quietly. The retina, the macula, the lens, they all become more fragile. And the worst part? They don't send warning signals. There's no pain, only a slow decline. One day you realize reading feels harder, faces blur, or watching TV takes more effort. Losing vision isn't just about eyesight. It steals confidence, independence, and even joy. That warm morning tea doesn't feel the same if you can't see the sunlight dancing through the window. A family gathering loses some of its glow if you struggle to recognize the smiles of those you love. But here's the good news: you're not powerless. Protecting your vision doesn't always mean expensive treatments or risky surgeries. Sometimes, the answer lies in something humble, simple, already sitting in your kitchen. Tiny seeds, easy to find, easy to use, and surprisingly powerful in supporting your eyes. Think about it. A spoonful in your oatmeal, a handful with your afternoon snack, or a sprinkle over your salad. Nothing extreme. Just small choices, made consistently, that over time build a shield against dryness, blur, and age-related decline. In this video, I'll share 5 seeds: chia, flax, sunflower, walnuts, and almonds. Each one has a quiet mission: to nourish the retina, protect the macula, restore moisture, and slow down aging. And the best part? You don't have to change your entire diet. You just need to start with one small seed, one simple habit. The world may blur with age, but your eyes can still hold their light, if you give them the care they quietly ask for. Almonds, the vitamin E armor for aging eyes. If walnuts are the warrior, almonds are the elegant armor. Smooth, simple, and familiar, they carry a quiet strength that protects your eyes against the slow march of time. With their mild, nutty taste, almonds are easy to love, but what makes them truly remarkable is their abundance of vitamin E. Vitamin E is one of the most powerful antioxidants for your eyes. Think of free radicals as tiny sparks of rust, slowly eating away at the cells in your retina and lens. Left unchecked, they contribute to cataracts and macular degeneration. Vitamin E is like a shield that blocks those sparks, preserving clarity where it matters most. Research shows that people who get enough vitamin E often experience a slower progression of cataracts and stronger retinal health. But almonds don't stop there. They also provide healthy fats and magnesium, both of which support circulation and keep blood flowing smoothly to the eyes. Steady circulation means steady delivery of oxygen and nutrients, fueling your vision to keep it sharp. Linda, 72, illustrates this perfectly. She loved reading the morning paper but complained that the letters often blurred and her eyes tired too quickly. Instead of reaching for sugary snacks, she began enjoying a handful of almonds each afternoon, about 20 to 23 nuts. Within 2 months, she noticed a difference. Reading felt easier, her eyes stayed more comfortable, and she even said she felt lighter in her energy. "I feel younger," she laughed, "and it's just almonds. Adding almonds to your life is effortless." You can eat them raw, lightly roasted, spread almond butter on toast, or toss them into a smoothie. Just choose unsalted varieties to keep sodium in check. And remember, almonds are calorie-dense, so a small handful is plenty. More isn't always better, consistency matters more than excess. Almonds won't reverse aging, but they can slow the toll it takes on your eyes. Each nut is like a piece of armor, subtle yet strong, defending your vision day by day. By making them part of your routine, you're not just feeding your body, you're sending a message to your eyes: you're worth protecting. And your eyes, in their quiet way, will thank you, with clearer mornings, steadier focus, and the gift of holding onto life's details just a little longer. Chia seeds, the quiet friend that nourishes your retina. Have you ever wondered why, as you get older, your eyes feel dry more often, reading makes them ache, and the words slowly blur even when your glasses are the right prescription? That's not just age. After 70, your retina, the thin, film-like layer at the back of your eye, begins to tire. It needs constant oxygen and nutrients, yet blood flow slows, dryness creeps in, and silent inflammation builds. Vision doesn't disappear overnight. It slips away quietly, without pain, without warning. In moments like these, chia seeds act like a quiet, patient friend. Small, nearly tasteless, almost invisible on your plate, yet inside they hold a hidden treasure of nutrients. Chia is one of the richest plant sources of omega-3 ALA, a natural anti-inflammatory that keeps the blood vessels in your eyes flowing freely. Think of it as a kind of lubrication for your retina, helping your vision withstand the wear and tear of time. But chia brings more. These tiny seeds also contain lutein and zeaxanthin, antioxidants often described as the armor of your retina. They shield your eyes from blue light, harsh UV rays, and the strain of long hours in front of screens or under bright lamps. Each spoonful is like a miniature guard standing watch, protecting the windows of your soul. And there's another gift, hydration. When soaked in water, chia forms a gel that doesn't just soothe your digestion, it also helps your eyes retain moisture. For those who struggle with dry, irritated eyes, this simple gel can be a quiet game changer. One of my patients, Joy, 76, lived with chronic dryness. After 3 weeks of adding chia to her breakfast, she said her eyes felt more awake each morning, and she no longer reached for artificial tears as often. Using chia couldn't be easier. Stir a teaspoon into oatmeal, yogurt, or a smoothie, or soak it overnight for a gentle morning tonic. The taste is so mild you'll hardly notice it, but your eyes will. Just remember, never eat chia dry. They absorb water quickly and can cause discomfort if not hydrated. Always drink plenty of water. If you're taking blood thinners, talk to your doctor first, as chia may affect clotting slightly. Start small, with a teaspoon, and gradually work up to a tablespoon. Chia seeds are not a miracle overnight. But with patience and consistency, they become a quiet promise you make to your eyes, "I still care." And in return, your eyes will answer back, with clearer mornings, sharper words on the page, and the comfort of seeing the faces you love. Sunflower seeds, a gentle shield for tired eyes. Have you ever felt your eyes grow heavy in the late afternoon, as if a thin haze had settled over them? They sting, they burn, and yet there's no dust, no smoke, only the silent breakdown of your tear film. That fragile layer of moisture that once kept your eyes smooth and comfortable begins to thin with age. And that's the moment sunflower seeds quietly step in. Most people think of them as just a casual snack, something you might chew at a ball game or scatter on a salad. But hidden in these tiny seeds is an underrated protector, vitamin E. This antioxidant is like a gentle shield, slowing down the oxidative stress that slowly rusts the delicate tissues of your retina. Hours of screen time, sunlight, or harsh indoor lighting all add up, and vitamin E helps your eyes withstand that daily wear. But sunflower seeds bring more than just antioxidants. They're rich in healthy fats, selenium, and magnesium, 3 nutrients that keep the microscopic blood vessels in your eyes relaxed and open. Strong circulation means your retina receives a steady supply of oxygen and nourishment, so the sharpness of your vision can last longer. And then there's moisture, the comfort so many older adults long for. Dry eyes aren't just inconvenient, they can make every blink uncomfortable, every page harder to read. Sunflower seeds, with their blend of fats and minerals, support natural tear production and restore the protective film that keeps eyes feeling smooth. I think of Nick, 79, who often described her eyes as foggy and tight by evening, almost as if invisible hands were pulling at them. We added just 1 tablespoon of unsalted sunflower seeds to her afternoon snack, sprinkled over Greek yogurt with a few berries. Within 3 weeks, she noticed the tightness had eased. She could read after dinner without irritation, and she even drove at dusk without the usual struggle. No extreme changes, no costly supplements, just a small habit repeated daily, with results that felt like relief. The best part? They're easy. Sunflower seeds slide right into your meals, on top of a salad, blended into a smoothie, baked into bread, or simply eaten by the handful. Choose unsalted to protect your blood pressure. If chewing is difficult, go with ground seeds. And if you have sensitive digestion or gallbladder issues, start small and build up slowly. They may seem ordinary, but sunflower seeds are one of the simplest gifts you can give your eyes each day. No stress, no overhaul, just quiet support, helping your vision stay clear, your eyes stay hydrated, and your evenings feel a little brighter. Flax seeds, the quiet guardian of your macula. If the retina is the wide canvas of your vision, the macula is the very center, the spot that lets you read the fine print, recognize a loved one's smile, or follow the thread of a needle. But after 70, the macula becomes one of the most vulnerable parts of your eye. Colors fade, sharpness slips away, and even simple tasks, reading a menu, driving at dusk, can feel frustrating. This is where flax seeds step in. Like chia, they are rich in plant-based omega-3 ALA, but with an edge. Gram for gram, flax holds even more. These healthy fats fight the silent inflammation that slowly erodes your photoreceptor cells, the tiny sensors in your macula that capture detail, color, and contrast. With steady nourishment, those cells stay sharper, longer, and life looks clearer. But flax carries something chia does not: lignans. These rare antioxidants are like a cleanup crew, neutralizing free radicals that would otherwise wear down your macula. The result? Less oxidative damage, better circulation, and stronger, more resilient eye tissue. And here's something few people realize: your gut and your eyes are connected. When the gut is inflamed, the entire body, including your vision, pays the price. Flax, with its soluble fiber, feeds good gut bacteria, restoring balance and lowering inflammation everywhere. A healthier gut often means calmer eyes. I think of Michael, 74, who used to dread driving at dusk. The glare left him squinting, his eyes red and irritated. After adding ground flax to his yogurt each morning for a month, he noticed something different: less squinting, clearer focus, even improved digestion. His eye doctor found reduced irritation around his macula at the next checkup. The key word here is ground. Whole flax seeds pass through your system undigested, offering little benefit. Grind them fresh in a coffee grinder, or buy pre-ground and store in the fridge to keep the oil stable. Start with a teaspoon, work up to a tablespoon if your stomach tolerates it. And if you're on hormone-sensitive medications or blood thinners, check with your doctor first. Flax seeds don't demand a new diet. Just sprinkle them into cereal, mix into pancakes, or stir into soup. You may not notice them, but your macula will. Quiet, simple, and powerful, flax is like a guardian at the center of your vision, standing watch so you can still see life's details. The print on a page, the glance of a friend, the world in focus. Walnuts, the omega-3 warrior for your eyes. If chia and flax are gentle allies, walnuts are the bold warrior of the seed and nut family. With their crinkled shape that looks like a miniature brain, it's almost poetic that walnuts are also one of the best foods for your nervous system, and for your eyes, which are often called the window of the brain. Walnuts are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, more than almost any other nut. For your eyes, omega-3s are not just healthy fats, they're protectors. They calm inflammation, nourish the delicate photoreceptor cells in the retina, and help guard against age-related macular degeneration. Without enough omega-3, these cells grow weak, and vision begins to dim. With steady supply, they remain resilient, able to capture detail and light with clarity. But walnuts bring more than omega-3s. They're rich in vitamin E, zinc, and powerful polyphenols, antioxidants that act like a cleanup crew, neutralizing free radicals before they can damage eye tissue. Together, these compounds strengthen the tiny blood vessels that feed your retina and slow the oxidative rust that comes with age. Studies even suggest that people who eat walnuts regularly have a lower risk of chronic dry eye, because the fats in walnuts support a stable, protective tear film. I remember one older gentleman, in his 80s, who struggled with eyes that burned after reading. We didn't change his diet dramatically, we simply added a small handful of walnuts to his afternoon routine. A month later, he reported something almost surprising: less irritation, easier mornings with the newspaper, and a renewed confidence that he hadn't felt in years. That's the quiet power of consistency. Using walnuts is effortless. You can eat them straight from your hand, sprinkle them over oatmeal, toss them into a salad, or blend them into baked goods. A small portion, about an ounce, or 7 to 8 halves, is plenty. They are calorie-dense, so more isn't always better. For sensitive stomachs, start with fewer and build up slowly. Walnuts don't work overnight, and they don't shout for attention. But each bite is a way of telling your eyes, I will keep protecting you. In return, your vision may hold on longer, the sharpness of a book's text, the glow of a sunset, the spark in a loved one's expression. That's what makes walnuts a true warrior. Not loud, not flashy, but steady, reliable, and strong. So we've walked through 5 simple seeds: chia, flax, sunflower, walnuts, and almonds. Each carries a quiet gift: hydration, circulation, antioxidants, or the fatty acids your eyes depend on. None of them promise miracles overnight. But with patience and consistency, they can form a shield, protecting your vision from the slow wear of time. The best part is that you don't need all 5 every day. You don't have to overhaul your diet or chase expensive supplements. A spoonful in your breakfast, a handful in the afternoon, a sprinkle on your salad, that's enough. Small steps, repeated daily, send a message: my eyes still matter, my independence still matters, my connection to life still matters. Because losing vision isn't just losing sight. It's losing confidence, independence, and the joy of everyday life, the smile of a loved one, the words of a book, the glow of morning light. But here's the truth: you are not powerless. Even now, your eyes can still respond, still hold their light, if you give them the care they quietly ask for. So here's my challenge: pick one seed this week. Add it to something you already eat. Make it a rhythm. Over time, that rhythm can give your eyes more than comfort. It can give you clarity, confidence, and hope. If this video gave you something helpful, an idea, a reminder, a little encouragement, please support this channel. Give it a like, share it with someone you care about, and don't forget to subscribe to Health 247 for more natural ways to stay strong, independent, and healthy. And one last thing: if you've tried these seeds or plan to start, leave a comment. Your story might be the spark that inspires someone else to begin. This video is meant to share knowledge, not to replace medical advice. If you ever feel unsure about your health, please check in with your doctor first.